This strategy is so accurate, guys. This strategy will give you sweet entries. Sweet entries. I just missed one. And guess what? I'm not even bothered because there are many more entries to come. This strategy won't keep you too long. You will see sweet setups in less than no time. All you have to do is just wait and see them play out. They don't take too much time. Now, it pays to be patient as far as trading is concerned. You have to be very patient. But if you find a strategy that don't take too long to give you your ideal trading setups, then you should really milk that strategy. You should really milk that strategy. So guys, I'll share with you guys step by step how you look out for confirmations till you get to finding good entries to sell the boom 1000 index market. Okay, I'll also explain how it works for the crash 1000 index market, so make sure you watch this video till the end. If you are new to this channel, please do well to subscribe. If you have been using our strategies that have been working for you, do well to like this video, smash the like button so that it will go around. Every other person who might be looking for such information as this would also have the chance to see this video. So I'll go straight to showing you guys the indicator setup. Let's do that quickly. I don't want this video to be too long. Now we are going to be using Williams percent range. We are going to be using moving average. We are going to be using average directional movement index. Okay, so Williams percent range is an oscillator. If you have been watching my videos before, you should already know what oscillators do. Basically, oscillators help you detect when price has come to a point in the market where there is likely going to be a reversal. All right. Now we are going to be using the moving average indicator, which is an indicator that directs you on the trend of the market. It is programmed to follow the trend of the market, so you get to see where the market is going. If you are not able to identify the market structure just by looking at the candlesticks, just by looking at the chart patterns, the candlestick patterns, you will be able to know the direction which the market is going at the time using moving average. Okay, now we are going to be also adding average directional movement index on our chart. This is also to tell you the trend of the market. So this means we are going to be looking out for the market trend. Okay, we are going to be taking advantage of the trend of the market. All right, we just need to find good entries, which this strategy is going to help us do. Find good entries and hop on the trend. Okay, so the first indicator will be with the period of 50. This is Williams percent range. Period of 50. Levels are not needed, so you skip, you don't put anything there. And then time frame, you leave it at all time frames. And for style, under visualization, please choose a color that will show on your chart. Choose a color that will be visible on your chart. I'm using 2 pixels here, so you can decide to use 2 pixels, but make sure your color is one that will be visible on your charts. If your background is white, use dark colors. If your background is dark, use bright colors. Click done when you're done with that, and you would have your setup already on the chart. The next one is going to be our moving average. Period of 15, shift 0, method exponential. If you click that, you will see options, so you just choose exponential. Apply to low, you see other options too, so you click low. Levels are not needed, so you skip. For visualization, leave it at all time frames. And for style, make sure you're using a color that will be visible on your charts. If your background is white, make sure you're using a dark color. If your background is dark, make sure you're using a bright color. 2 pixels is good, so you click done when you're done with that, and you will have it on your chart. And the next one is going to be the average directional movement index. This is the last indicator you're using for this strategy. So period of 1. Levels are important, so you're going to be using level 100, level 90, level 20, and level 10. Okay, for the levels here, make sure for this page, make sure your color, the style, you're using a color that will pop on your screen. If you're using the white background, make sure you're using dark colors. If you're using the dark background chart, make sure you're using bright colors. In my case, I'm using black color and I'm using 2 pixels. Okay, click done when you're done with that. And then when you come back to this page, make sure that for your styling here, you are maintaining the same color as the background of your chart. You don't want to see any of this on your screen. Okay, you're done with that. We click done and we have the complete setup. Now remember I said that this strategy does not take time to give you entries. Just now we've seen a spike has come into this region, has brought price into this region. Okay, so all we want to do is see a crossing of the indicators around that region. Okay, so you want to see the crossing of those two lines, the black and blue lines here. You want to see them cross each other around this level and push downwards just like that. Okay, if that happens, we are taking a sell trade. So guys, I'm in the market. Like I was saying, there is a crossing of the two indicators on our indicator window. The moving average and the ADX indicator have crossed each other at this level, right? At this level. Okay, now to be on a safer side, you should wait for both indicators to point downwards and start going downwards. All right, but I can tell that this is going to play out, so I'm already in the market and you can see that it's progressing just fine. All right, so I'm just going to take up to like 10 candlesticks and I'll be out of this market. You can see I've opened a couple of positions, so I'll just take a couple of candlesticks up to like 10 and I will leave the market. So this is how simple this strategy works. This is how simple it works. I don't want to wait so long in the market before closing out, so I'm just going to take 10 candlesticks. All right, you can decide to hold it to the previous low. Okay, you can decide to hold your positions down to the previous low, and you don't have to wait for it to get to the previous low, right? You don't have to wait for it to get deep into the previous low, so you can just take up your profits just before it gets to the previous low, just somewhere around here. Okay, but for me, I'll take 10 candlesticks because of the positions that I opened. I'll take 10 candlesticks only and I'll be out of the market. Now if we backtest this, you'll see that this keeps playing out. This is the one that I missed. This is the one that I missed. This is when the market had crossed around this region. This is when the two indicators, these are the moving average and the ADX indicators, crossing each other around here. That would have been a perfect entry for me to take a sell here, right? I would have taken my sell here and I would be in so much profits. Had it been, I would have taken out a lot of profits since, and then wait for this new setup that I just took now. Okay, so if you backtest, you see that this keeps playing out. Please do this on the zoom level 3. All right, make sure you do this on zoom level 3 so you can see it keeps playing out. Now for people who understand price action trading, okay, if you are able to analyze the charts just by looking at the candlesticks, then always endeavor to go to higher time frames and look out for bearish momentums, right? Just always endeavor to go to higher time frames and look out for bearish momentums before looking at these other confirmations. Okay, you can see if we keep backtesting, we see that this keeps playing out. This keeps playing out. This strategy is solid, guys. It's solid. Try this out. Make sure you practice it first before you get to apply it to your live account. Make sure you practice it to your demo. All right, this video is just for informational purposes, not necessarily financial advice. Of course, you should always know to try these things on your demo account first before you get to apply it to your live account, and have the testimonies to yourself. See the testimonies for yourself first before you get to try it on your live account. At the end of the day, we are risking money into this thing, so you have to trade it carefully. Okay, you can see I'm just showing you guys more areas when this played out. Okay, so quickly let's go to the crash 1000 market and see how it works for crash 1000 market. Everything that I explained for the boom 1000 market will play out the opposite way for crash 1000 market. Now it feels like I've already seen an opportunity. All right, it feels like I've already seen an opportunity. Okay, so I'm going to wait for the moving average to come back above that region. I'm going to wait for, after this crossing, I'm going to wait for a crossing above, right, for it to come back above that region, and then I will place a buy. I could actually take a buy right now. Of course, let me just put 1 or 2 positions. All right, so I'm going to be targeting here. All right, I'm going to be targeting here, the previous high, okay, or better still, I'll take out 10 candlesticks and I'll be out of the market. Now this would be more efficient if you can apply price action knowledge and just go to higher time frames and look at the structure of the market. Okay, go to higher time frames and look at the structure of the market and be sure that the indicators are on time, right? You know, sometimes these indicators lag, so you get to study all of that and be sure that they are on time, they are prompt. You can see these are more examples, these are more entry opportunities that this is it, guys. After this crossing here, you can see, so in the crash markets we are buying, we are not selling this time, we are buying and we are catching 10 candlesticks, or you can just ride to the previous high, but don't go deep into the previous high because you don't want to you don't know when it's going to reverse. Okay, so you just want to take it just before the previous high, you take a profit and you're out of the market. You can see it keeps playing out more. If I back test more, you can see whenever there's a crossing around the oversold region here. Okay, remember for the bull markets we are targeting this other region here. We are targeting this other region here. Now for the crash 1000 markets, you are targeting this other region here. So guys, practice this and make sure it works perfectly for you before you get to apply it to your live account. Share your testimonies, let me know how it goes. Okay, I need to end this video here so I can take time and trade and just take out some profits from the market. So I'll see you guys in the next video. I'll be dropping my WhatsApp number in the description box of this video. Make sure you reach out if you have any challenges, and you could also reach out if you want to join the premium group where we share premium signals every single day. I'll see you guys in the next video.